So this is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by two-weight world champion Demetrius Andrade. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's the things?
Very good, thank you. You've got your latest defence, your fifth defence of the WBO middleweight title coming up on the 19th of this month against Jason Quigley. What can we expect from this fight, and will he present anything you haven't seen before?
Nah, I've been fighting since I was 6 years old, so I've seen pretty much everything, as far as styles, and I've been in with some tough, spirit warriors as well. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing that he's bringing that I haven't seen, but I can expect for him in my shoes, of course, is that he's training very hard to, try to make this opportunity come to life for him.
Now, as I said, it is your fifth defence. The opponents have generally been outclassed by you, which is a testament to how good you are. How do you keep yourself motivated against the level of opposition you're fighting?
Because the whoever it is that I'm fighting, and it has to be Jason Quigley, he's trying to take what's mine. And for me to continue to grow and get to the position I want to get to, I got to continue to keep on winning.
And what is that position that you want to get to? Describe that for us.
Pretty much unify the division, Chalo, Triple G, Rumata is in my weight class. Of course, I would go up to 168 and fight Canelo. And whatever, top guys are in those divisions.
And it's been like this for a long time. You were the only kind of belt holder in the way of Canelo becoming undisputed down at 160. He's just achieved it at 168. Why don't these guys want to get in the ring with you?
Business is good over there. So they're like, we're not going to mess up business fighting Demetrius Andrade because business is no good in if that happens. So, I mean, at the end of the day, either way, it's prize fighting. Everybody's getting paid the most when it comes to fighting me and me fighting them. So I mean, that's what we're in it for, is that, and also legacy, and also to see really who is the best guys out there as far as one champion.
So beyond what you're already doing, which is, clearly defeating the challengers put in front of you, what more can you do to press the claims or to make it more likely that you get those marquee fights?
I mean, it's not what I need to be doing. It was what the promotional needs to be doing, what the TV needs to be doing. Is what, they have to, force whatever they need to force to get these guys to stop making these bouts happen. I'm doing my job.
Yeah, everyone agrees with that. And we saw you at the press conference after Canelo's fight with Billy Joe Saunders. Just tell us what the plan was there. Was it simply to press the fight or to raise the profile of a potential fight between the two of you?
It's pretty much, yeah. I'm continuing the storyline at the end of the day, and I'm bringing drama to it. Like, drama sells. That's the unfortunate thing. But, he was my mandatory when I had the WBO, when I was 154 pounds. He was screaming he didn't care about belts and all this other stuff. Just real quick, how can somebody like Yurdam be off for 2 years but be a mandatory? But I was inactive for 1 year. My belt got stripped from me, and Canelo goes and fights Liam Smith for it. And then I move up to the weight class of 160 pounds, become champion. I was supposed to fight Billy Joe. Billy Joe got caught taking drugs, of course, steroids, PEDs. And then we tried to make that fight happen again. He didn't want to do it. He went up to 168. And I was willing to go up to 168 to fight Billy Joe Saunders, to claim who should be able to, that really deserved to fight Canelo for all the marbles. So Canelo did one thing that he has, that's power. He has a lot of power. That's the incredible thing about, Canelo and all his fans. He has the power to, pick and choose when and who he wants to fight. So how do you say in 1 year, no champion fight, nobody else out there, I'm going to fight you, just wait your turn? And so, yeah. So
does that kind of thing kind of play on your mind, that you've got all this talent, no one's ever beaten you in the ring, and yet you might not get those kind of major fights to secure your legacy through no fault of your own?
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I can only control what I can control. And so far, you know, with Canelo doing what he's doing and everybody else is doing what they're doing, there's going to be a time and point where it's like, all right, there is no Canelo. It's only Triple G. It's only Charlo. It's only Romada. It's only us. Like, if Canelo retires tomorrow, what are we going to do? Are we finally going to fight? Now he's out the way, you know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like everybody just got to bite down and make these fights happen with or without Canelo. It's not about Canelo. It's about me. It's about Charlo. It's about Triple G. It's about us being able to get in the ring and making them fights happen.
What do you make of that?
A lot of money as well.
What do you make of that Triple G Murata fight coming up, and how much would you like to face the winner of that?
I mean, yeah, of course I would like to face a winner. That's, you know, me stepping towards the goal of unifying the division. You know, Triple G's kind of went towards the weakest. I'm not saying Romada is weak, but he's the weakest out of me and Charlo, you know? So why not go all the way to Japan to try to get that belt when in the likes of it, it's like, yo, you're on the zone, I'm on the zone, you're with Matchroom, I'm with Matchroom, because the lone Matchroom are the same. Why not just make the fight with Demetrius and Triple G?
And we talked about Canelo just before. He's obviously coming off that historic win at 168 against Caleb Plant. What did you make of that fight?
I mean, it is what it is. You know, he fought the weakest division to make it happen. But in honor of that, what he did is history. He made history. He was the first person to do that. My hat goes off to him. He had a goal. He set for the goal and made it happen. So, you know, that alone is something to be proud of.
Apart from unifying the division, which is a huge goal in itself, what are your kind of boxes that you want to tick before that day eventually where you stop fighting?
I mean, we just mentioned them, the Charlo, Canelo, Triple G, Romada, like the people that's in my weight class that are champions. I also want to do that. I also want to unify the division. I also want to see who really is the best out there.
And how do you feel within yourself? Because you're not the youngest in the division, but you're probably one of the freshest. You don't seem to have been unduly troubled in many of your fights.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just going over that. 33 years old, everybody's a little, you know, not a lot, a couple years younger than me, within like 3 to 4 maybe. And I'm still the baddest out there. You know, usually when you coming up in the rankings, you're like, oh, he's 33 years old. We'll fight him. Let's beat him up. And it doesn't go that way in my case. But listen, I train hard, I train smart, you know, I do the right things, I take care of myself, and you know, I'm in this game for a long time because I don't the way how my fighting style is, you know, to hit and not get hit.
What are the differences between the Demetrius Andrade now and the one of 10 years ago in the ring?
Just maturity, of course, body, strength, you know, mind, you know, learning how to, you know, control the fight a little more and getting in there with, you know, different styles over the years.
And do you still get kind of excited? Do you still get that buzz just before a big fight night or when you're making your ring walk?
Yeah, for sure I get excited. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight. Somebody's trying to take my head off and I'm trying to take their head off. So yeah, there's always going to be excitement there no matter what the level of competition may look like. To get in the ring with me, you must be somewhat of the goods.
How do you think Jason Quigley stacks up against some of the guys you've defended the belt against so far? It was obviously Liam Williams last time out.
I'm not going to know until November 19th.
Have you seen much of him? And if so, what are his kind of strengths and weaknesses from your perspective?
You know, I'm not really going to know anything until November 19th about Jason Quigley. If he could take it, if he cannot take it, you know, a lot of things is what you see on TV and what you get in person is two different things. So I don't never go off on what's on TV because that's just not the way it goes. I can make adjustments at any given time against any different style. So therefore, when I get in there and see really what his weakness is, I'm going to go get it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what I'm going to show you.
Brilliant. Well, I look forward to watching it.
Make sure you have the zone and make sure you tell everybody get the zone. Demetrius Andrade is fighting.
I've got the zone, but I'll tell everyone else. I promise.
I know that. I know you have the zone.
No, really appreciate it. And very best of luck. I'm looking forward to the fight.
All right. Take care. Thanks.